Yo, what's good, boys? I'm just going to go through a real quick run through on, like what I record when it comes to my trading data, as well as, scheduling my day-to-day life. So going into it, I have my trading journal, and I made a video on this separately on how to journal your trades. But pretty much just summing it up, I try to keep, this was a while back. I try to keep my trading journal pretty simple. Try not to go like way too in depth. So I like a few notes on each time frame, the 15-minute and the 1 minute. And this is about it, right? And then I have emotions, mistakes, market, long, short, all the necessities that you need to know when it comes to collecting data. So if you make a mistake continuously, you can eventually realize what you're fucking up on. Okay, so got this area, and all this is done on Notion. Next thing is data collecting, right? And I have a bunch of shit for this. Right, I recommend y'all have a separate page of what your model is, okay? If you never really like write down on paper, or you never, write it down or show some examples of your model and say, this is my model, I'm not taking anything but this, then, you may like mess up and you start, taking trades that aren't your model because you can't really define your model. I can define exactly what my model is, what I'm looking for going into the day. If you're not able to do that and explain to someone that has no idea what trading is, what you're trying to look for, then, you need to define that. You need to be able to define that because it can just cause confusion when it comes to looking for your trade setup every single day. So, next thing is the daily IFEG. I've been doing this for some time now. As you can see, June 11th, 2024, right? No, I started April. Okay, so April 7th. Ever since April 7th, I have done, no matter what, 2 a day. 2 just examples, right? 2 examples of a trade idea. All right. You can click any of these, bro. So I've been doing it since April 7th. Haven't missed a day. 2 or more a day. I pretty much do this right when I first wake up. This is what I do. Like after I take my shower and everything, get ready for the day, I journal, and then I start with this, right? Every single one of these are filled. But yeah, so I do that, as well as what else? And again, that kind of just helps me just build even more conviction in my model, consistently, seeing it pretty much damn near first thing in the morning every single day. An IFEG set up, like what I'm looking for. I don't know, it just kind of prints into my brain, like, what I'm looking for going to the market every single day. And again, it's just practice, right? Seeing the same thing over and over again, it's just going to print an image into your brain. And, you're going to have those light bulb moments when you're trading, like, oh, I've seen something similar to this before, let me take it, right? Next thing is the daily data journal. I've been doing this for not too long. August 14th, I started it. And pretty much it's just notes that I take while I'm trading. And sometimes, and typically, I'll fill it out after the trading day if I was like super locked into like a certain, trade idea. And I didn't feel like, writing the notes down, like what's happening at the specific point. If I was just really focused on actually executing the trade. Then I'll fill it out later in the day. But pretty much I fill out like every little small minute detail that like matters when it comes to bias, when it comes to trading, like my model, like everything, like every little thing, right? 5, 15 minute, 1 minute, I pretty much look at only those time frames, and I just break quite literally everything down. Okay. And, I look over this multiple times. I try to go into, even after the day has ended, I like to go into the markets and review the market for the day and just look at at least spend like an hour or so just like literally coming up with like every little reason why this happened and what the reasoning could have been, and like what happened at certain levels to cause it to this, cause it to that, like just a bunch of random shit, to be honest, but it's good stuff, right? And doing this itself, recording data and be able to like review it like almost every single weekend, like what I did this week when it comes to like really minute details, each and every single day, it helps a lot. And once I started doing this as well as recording my my trading days and my live trading, dude, my trading has improved significantly. Okay. But yeah, I would recommend really digging deep with every little small detail. when it comes to recording your daily data. But I recommend doing this 100%. Did this. This was on Friday. And Friday was a pretty bad day, to be honest, and I still recorded all this. 15-minute time frame analysis, end of day analysis, like all this stuff, right? So that's a very helpful tool that I've enjoyed doing a lot. And then here's my analysis. So, I post videos on my daily analysis, y'all know, but I also have been doing this for a while as well. And y'all need to do this 100%, right? Is to do like a kind of your own daily recap every single day. And I've been doing this since July. I've been doing this since July. And I pretty much just write like the most important points of the day and what happened and why it happened, right? Like going into the day, we had no SMT formed, bullish or bearish on the high time frame. So I waited for the prior day low to get ran and form SMT for a possible run higher. We didn't have smooth buy side above during Asia or London, but we have some bearish. We have been bearish since open. Looked bullish to me. Okay, and I literally just write the most important stuff, especially on the high time frame. Just like really breaking it down. What happens in the sessions. Okay, and that is very crucial, I believe. So I typically do that before I go to bed. Backtest data sets. This is pretty much, I don't really use FX replay too much. But I like to, just scroll back, like go on my TradingView app and, look up and if y'all don't know this, y'all can go on TradingView and backtest by looking up like an oldie, or you can look up, like obviously the contract date. So like, let's just say NQZ or NQU, you can do NQU 2021 and it'll pull up all the trading, all the data for that entire contract, right? So that's a great way. That's what I've been doing a lot lately. And pretty much all these, I just break down, what happened in this trade and like I try not to find trades outside of my trading zone, or outside of my like time zone that I'm trying to trade within, which is, 8:30 to 11 o'clock. So I'm not going to record like a random ass, data set at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon before market close, or after market close. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a bunch of random backtesting, like just pictures. And there's executions. Fractal data, it's pretty much the same. But like, it's just super in-depth shit on one specific time frame. This is 5 minute. So this is a 5 minute fractal, just very in-depth, looking at how PD arrays were expected, etc. So, that's nice. What else? Narrative. Okay, narrative is pretty much like where I'm focusing mainly on collecting data on the high time frame and looking at, what my bias would have been that day. And I've been doing this for a little while as well. This is just today. I collected like 10 or so far, 26, yeah. And pretty much like, I just mark out the sessions, explain what's happening in each session and why we drew to specific areas in price, right? Doing that and like understanding, because obviously all of us look at the market completely differently. But yeah, being able to review like why you're looking at the market and why your bias is like that, it's very crucial to improve how you understand your bias going into the day and how like your narrative may change, right? Because I have a lot of these examples in here where we have London SMT and Asia, like we have just SMT everywhere, and I break down how I understand which SMT is actually going to send us lower or higher, which one's actually going to distribute us, and which ones are kind of just bullshit, to be honest. Like which ones have already distributed us, and we're setting up another SMT for the full daily power of 3 distribution, right? If that makes any sense to y'all boys. Data, this is just a bunch of old data. I collected over the summer, just a bunch of random shit, to be honest. But pretty much, like all these are pretty much full with just random shite, to be honest. Stop loss placement. This is like when I was first getting into like taking this model very seriously. Here's even more shit. And, I was just taking a bunch of just random examples that I would, collect while doing FX replay. And the next thing is Forex and Commodities data. I like to do this, just for more time on the charts, right? And I understand, NASDAQ and ES, the futures markets, for the indices, they are completely different than, trading Euro USD, any Forex pair, gold, all this. It's completely different markets. Every market has their own personalities, has their own behavior. But still just being able to like learn these other markets and create, different biases. Number one, it takes up more of my time. So, I'm more busy, I'm more engaging into the markets, trying to learn more, as well as, I don't know, I just enjoy it more. Like doing before and after pictures, that's pretty much all I do. Because I trade none of these. Let me go one of these. It's like before this, and then after. We dumped even further. Price just never inverse the SIBI. I wanted to see the inverse, so I stayed bearish. All right, so just a bunch of examples looking at pretty much all these markets, just predicting different levels that are going to be hit. And if it doesn't happen, then I learn from it. Weekly deep review, I haven't been doing this a lot, but it's just a bunch of, again, like super, super in-depth notes on the week and each day of the week and why, we headed a specific direction. And the 5 trading days that week. And then the last thing is FX replay. Don't use it too much, but I do have just a bunch of random samples right here that I took, I think, last month. So yeah, that's pretty much all all the stuff in the data section. I can get rid of. Actually, I don't. Pretty much everything in the data section that I got. And then the next is my trading notes. Sadly, I don't have the notes that I had when I first started trading. I wish I did, but I somehow deleted them, and I don't have any of the notes that I, collected while trading, TGR shit and ICT, like trying to learn how to trade, if that makes any sense. But, shortly after it all got deleted, I had to make this new page because I was still learning, so wrote some notes all about all this shit, right? Dodgy notes when I used to trade dodgy stuff. My boy Kiss Prince, like all this shit, right? Fearing, like all of his videos in depth. All right. It's not even showing. My PC's tweaking, or my laptop's tweaking. Okay. But yeah, trading notes, very important, especially if you're beginning. Wish I still had my old notes. And then my trading plan, right? This is very important to write your trading plan down. I have, my plan for once I become profitable and start making money, what I'm going to do and how I'm going to build my accounts. As well as I have my model checklist right here to 100% specify what I'm looking for 100% to enter into a trade. If I don't have one of these, if I don't have all these checked off, then I'm not entering the trade. My risk management plan and then my rules, okay? And all this is very important, to actually become a profitable trader is to set a game plan for yourself. Because if you go into the markets blind, then you're going to come out with shit results. You're going to come out with blind results. And then, this is just some of my stuff that I do for my daily tasks. This is the first thing I do when I wake up, intraday, and then the end of day. So I'm trying to check all these off before the end of the day. I have my goal tracker. I have my monk mode where I just record my days when I do the monk mode. It's just like a little journal, to be honest. And then self-improvement, just writing. I used to do this a lot, just writing about these different things that I was learning at the time. When it comes to biohacking, shit like that, nutrition. But, that was all just me learning and having fun. Other than that, though, not an insane amount of shit, to be honest, educationally, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it, bro. For data collecting, this is just the main part, though, is to collect your analysis on the daily, every single day after the trading day, as well as collecting data, throughout your day, throughout your trading session, and just use something like this, for very minuscule details that you would have never really picked up on, that you really shouldn't focus on, or that you think that you shouldn't focus on. But those little small minor details are very important, because the second that I was able to start doing this and writing notes on every single fair value gap and understanding how I was reacting, especially to the consequent encroachment, the mean threshold of order blocks, bunch of random shit, how liquidity was working before market open, after market open, all this stuff, it builds up, I promise y'all boys. if y'all are able to, again, understand these specific things in trading, you will, start to pick up pretty fast. And, once I started this about August 14th, January, March, April, May, June, August. Yeah, it's like, it would have been like 2 or 3 months. I've exponentially grown in my trading. So, yeah, just a quick video today. Hope you all found this video helpful. As you can see, my PC or my laptop is fucking shit. It's taking us time to upload these videos. It's probably gonna take a whole other hour to upload this video. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video and found something helpful out of it. If y'all have any questions about any of the things that you saw or heard in this video, just let me know or DM me on Discord. I have that in the description. And yeah, I hope y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.